Hey everyone, welcome back to another Coach's Corner. I am Coach David Mathas, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about the mindset around training and nutrition and everything fitness related. I understand that when you might have a new goal, right? Maybe it be fat loss, maybe it be wanting to put on muscle, maybe it be competing, whatever it might be, there is this tendency to get very excited at the beginning and want to go gung-ho, 0 to 100, and just attack it and go for those goals. I get that. I applaud that in many aspects, but I think that that is also going to possibly lead to you failing in the long run. And let me explain. One of the things I like to do as a coach is meet you where you are and then figure out what are the steps along the way that we need to do in order to get you to what your goal is. So examining the bigger picture, understanding, is this even the right time to go into a fat loss phase? Are you metabolically healthy enough to try to start building some muscle? Do you need to maybe lose some body fat first, kind of improve your insulin sensitivity before we start trying to go into a lean bulk phase, right? So there's a lot of things to kind of unwind at the beginning, okay? It's not just as easy as saying, hey, I have this goal, I'm gonna jump in the deep end and go for it, right? Maybe you're wanting to compete, but have some relationship issues with food that we need to deal with first. So these are all things that I like to have a conversation with my clients about prior to starting down the path for whatever goal it is. One of the things that I really like to do, like I mentioned at the beginning, is meet you where you're at, right? And I think more people need to understand this concept and really heed this advice, because it doesn't matter if somebody else is starting from another position, maybe a little bit up ahead of you, or if someone's starting behind you. None of that matters. All that matters is where are you at right now, okay? Where are you metabolically? Where are you at mentally? Where are you at condition-wise, physically, to go after the goal you want to? So that's why with our coaching, we take a very evidence-based approach combined with the individual, mesh you together and find a plan that is going to work for you. So if you are someone that has got these lofty goals, I applaud you for that. Keep them, but be open-minded to understanding that you may not be in the best position right now to achieve them. You may need to undergo a different phase first before you can tackle those long-term goals. So basically think of it like this. A lot of people want to go into a fat loss phase. However, they're metabolically adapted. They need to go through a reverse dieting phase, kind of restore their health first before we can effectively go into that fat loss phase. Now, most people don't want to do this. It's frustrating. The thought of maybe gaining a little bit of weight in order to get to this more healthy metabolic state is something that a lot of people they're afraid of, they're angry at, they don't want to do because they want to lose the weight now. Think of it like this. A lot of people didn't like going to high school, but they loved college. Think of that reverse dieting phase as high school. You have to go through high school to get to the college part, the fun part, which is the fat loss stage in your opinion, right? And this really kind of goes for any goal that you have. You have to make sure that you are very, very understanding of where you are right now, what your limitations have been in the past that have prevented you from getting to your goal, and really laying out a step-by-step process to get there. Use benchmarks along the way to guide your success. Have this small achievable goal, achieve it, build the confidence, move on to the next one, move on to the next one. And that's what we do as coaches, is we kind of help you along those benchmarks along the way to get you up to your ultimate goal, to build new lifestyle habits, and to learn a little bit about yourself and how your body works along the way. So don't be frustrated if you are not where you ultimately want to be. Start where you're at right now, build up that plan, or work with a coach who can help you build that plan. Set those benchmarks along the way, learn new valuable skills that are going to help you sustain that long-term goal of yours, and you're going to be so much better off for it. So if you guys are interested in coaching, please reach out to me, david@biolayne.com. You can find me on Instagram @CoachDavidMathas. I love to work with you. I am taking on new clients, but regardless, even if you're not interested in coaching right now, please heed this advice. It's great to have the big ambitions, but going from 0 to 100 is usually going to result in a crash, okay? We don't want you to crash. We want to set you up for sustainability long term. Thank you guys for tuning in. Another coach will be back next week with the Coach's Corner.